Hello and good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Holiday Hall at the Cabbage Patch, where we are here to celebrate this gentleman right here, Tracy Holladay. We have a live audience. Can we hear some applause for the live audience? All social distancing. We're all doing the social distancing thing, but we're going to have a different crew every day for the next 5 days to honor and celebrate you for 36 years. How do you feel about that?
I feel good about it.
Okay. 36. So speaking of 36, we actually have 36 bottles of wine, and we're not talking $2 Chuck here. We're talking the really good stuff, and we are going to give out some of these bottles of wine, and there's a picture right there, over the next 5 days. Now, we're not giving out all 36. We're just going to do a few here or there. Plus, we have some surprises. And
You're giving them out to other people?
No, we're just giving them out to you.
Oh, okay, good.
You get them all. It's all for you. And so we're going to do that every day. And then we're also going to have something for the viewers at home. We will have a word of the day every day. And what's today's word? Friendship. So take that word, and then we would like for you to email Jennifer Scott at jscott@cabbagepatch.org, and do that every day, and you will have a chance to win a fabulous gift bag, gift basket. Here are some of the things behind me. We have wine, we've got we've got gift cards, umbrella. This is a really nice gift bag, but to get it, you're going to have to enter every day and use the word. What's today's word?
Friendship.
Very good. There we go, friendship. So that's the word of the day. And I wanted to thank our sponsors, too, by the way. Commonwealth Bank and Trust, Glenview Trust, and Hilliard Lyons for all helping to donate and making this possible. So you can check us out each day on Facebook, on YouTube. We want you to tell your friends. If you want to show some appreciation in a monetary way, we'll always accept a check. You can send it into the Cabbage Patch. So, okay, we talked about the word of the day, which is?
Friendship.
Good. And make sure you can email in. It's now time for our first bottle. And before we do that, hold on, I have a little surprise here for you, right here, if this works.
Suit, Greg?
There we go, our first bottle. I've got one every day, Tracy.
I thought this was your suit shedding.
It could be. Do you think it might be? So it's time for our first bottle. So I'd like to introduce two of your BFFs. You've known these guys for years, Bob Connolly and Larry Roof. Come on up, guys. Give them a round of applause. So you've known these guys since how long?
40 years.
40 years, since 1980. And Bob is an attorney, managing partner at Stites and Harbison. And Larry Roofs is your internist, your doctor.
Yes, he's many people's doctor.
But he's yours, doctor. Can you share anything, or does that break any HIPAA rules?
There's nothing worth knowing.
Okay. So their bottle today, what they're going to do is things that Tracy won't miss, thinking that you're calling people and asking them for money. So that is what we call this bottle, and take it away.
Larry, have you ever been invited by Tracy to play golf at Valhalla?
No.
Well, has he ever called you about playing golf at Valhalla?
Oh, many times.
Oh, really?
Many times.
And why does he call you?
He wants money.
He wants money. Shocking.
Every year, year after year after year.
Occupational hazard.
This isn't about you, Tracy. Please be quiet. This has been going on 15, 20 years?
Oh my gosh, at least.
How much money have you spent so Tracy could play golf at Valhalla?
Tens of thousands of
Oh
dollars.
my God. Well, you know what? I have too.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do that.
No. And during that time, he's never once invited you to play there?
No.
You know, he's never invited me to play either.
I'm shocked.
Has he ever so much as brought you, say, a T-shirt from Valhalla?
No.
You know, he never has done that for me either.
Not even an old ball or a broken tee.
Not even a broken tee.
Yeah. Sorry. No.
You got to admire that.
One word. Flask.
Well, okay, maybe that. Oh, and and Tracy coordinates for us this going to the Kentucky Author Forum.
Yeah.
We give him money and he buys tickets.
Yeah, it really is nice of him to go get the tickets.
It is. And now, just today, I feel like I should. He reached in his pocket in a coat he hasn't worn for some time.
Uh-huh.
Pulls. Yeah. He pointed that out to me yet again. he pulls out an envelope, which he's demonstrating here, which has all of our tickets in it.
Oh, good, he has our tickets.
Well, you know what I said? I said, well, gosh, you think they're going to give us a refund? And he goes, oh, you didn't get your money? So I'm standing there stunned. He goes, and walks off. We all know what that means.
So, I'm having a hard time getting this one out.
Sure you are.
So,
There's so many.
yeah. Jesus told us to love your neighbor as yourself. And one of the things that Tracy has done is help us see who our neighbors are. And we appreciate that, even if you never invited us to play golf with you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you.
They've got a nice little routine. It's almost like a Martin and Lewis shtick going, isn't it?
Same thing
That was
every
good.
time. Except sometimes we're picking on Bob and sometimes we're picking on Larry.
That was good. Thanks, guys. We appreciate that. Next bottle coming up is Jennifer Scott will be making a presentation. You know, Jennifer has been your work wife for over 28 years.
Yes.
When Jennifer started the Patch when she was 10. And that was a joke. Jennifer's Director of Development, Marketing, and Support. And we call this bottle what you are known for. I do whatever Jennifer tells me to do. And that's the name of this bottle. Jennifer, take it away.
That's right. They say, Tracy, that a happy wife makes a happy life, right? Tracy always knew when I wasn't happy. I don't even remember one time that I wasn't happy, but that's not too bad out of 28 out of your 36 years. And I felt like we've been a pretty good pair over those years. And I felt like really our strengths and our weaknesses really were good complements for each other. And I once saw a poster that said, do you want to talk to the man in charge or the woman who knows what's going on? I think, does that describe it pretty well? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I want to say something to your wife. Debbie, she's not here today, but thank you for sharing him with us at the Patch. I know sometimes those were really long days and that you didn't really ever get rich out of that. But we all know the power behind the man. And I didn't even mind being his work wife sometimes when we have to go to various functions. But now he's all yours, girlfriend. Monday through Sunday, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, he's all yours. I did the best I could to break him and train him. I think he's fairly housebroken, but he's yours. And Tracy, I sometimes think of you sort of like as Mr. Rogers. So I want to end with a quote that says, often when you think you're at the end of something, you're at the beginning of something else. So we all wish you very many happy and productive years, and we pray that God continues to bless you and use you in changing lives in the years to come, in the next chapter of your life.
Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. So we've got a little video now to play for you. I'm sure many people know that Jennifer and Tracy did an exercise video to make some money. And we have it right here. Let's show it. How you like that? That was nice. Okay, so every day we're going to let you say a few words for about 2 minutes, which that's kind of tough.
Well, I know.
But can you do that? And then on Friday, we're going to let you talk as long as you want.
Okay.
So you
what
have.
she said.
Well, that's the rules. So
Okay.
say a few words, Tracy.
So this is time for rebuttal? Is that what you're saying?
Whatever you want to
So one question for you, Larry Roof. Do you play golf? No. Technical point. Anyway. And Jennifer, yes, I don't know whether you started Workwife or Debbie started Workwife or somebody else started Workwife, but Debbie actually was happy for that status because it meant that if we were going to some sort of fundraising thing that we were going to work the crowd, so to speak, you know, we could divide the room, and she was happy not to go because she's happy to be home quilting and taking care of family. So in any case, thank you, Bob, Larry, Jennifer, for both the fun and the meaningful words. I was thinking about this little 2-minute thing every day, and I thought, you know, to the extent that I've had any success at the Patch, and I heard somebody say this once, or variations thereof, is that we all stand on the shoulders of the people that came before us. And so, obviously, the biggest shoulders at the Patch were Louise Marshall's, not because she was a big person. In fact, she was actually quite small in stature and her physical physique. And in fact, they did an interview with Miss Marshall. Lynn Gant did a series of interviews before Miss Marshall passed. And there's one great little vignette from those interviews that I remember. And Lynn asked Miss Marshall, now, Miss Marshall, when you started the Patch, you were just barely out of your teens. You were a young, thin, you know, not frail, I'm sure, but teenage girl, and you were working with these very large boys, men, really, almost. Did you or your father ever fear for your safety? And apparently Miss Marshall looked at Lynn and said, you know, I never felt small. I actually always felt quite large. Now, I've always thought that was a perfect snapshot into Louise Marshall's personality. And when you think of someone who took this organization through 2 world wars and a depression and many other societal events and challenges and difficulties, it's a great image. And the reason that I've stayed at the Patch for all these years, until recently, was that I felt like the Cabbage Patch was an organization that always felt like it was quite large. And there's various evidences of that through the years, like Street Ball Showdown and other things that for a relatively small organization at the time were pretty gutsy. So I'm glad to have been here for so long, and I'm looking forward to what the next 4 or 5 days are going to bring. Hopefully at least a mixture of fun and some meaning. The word roast kept coming to mind as I was thinking about this event. So on to tomorrow here at some point.
On to tomorrow. Oh, by the way, they were cleaning out your office, and in the drawer that was marked T, they found this, so they wanted me to. And,
well, here.
And you know what? It's the good stuff too, Kentucky Tavern.
I happen to have a small cup just for it.
Just perfect.
My board and staff know this cup. It's been around a long time.
But we want to thank everybody in the audience for our today's show. What's the word of the day, audience?
Friendship.
Friendship. So if you send that in, you'll get a chance to win prizes. Thanks to our great sponsors, Glenview, Commonwealth, and Hilliard's Trust. You can catch this on the Cabbage Patch website. And tomorrow, Tuesday, day 2, more to come, more surprises, 12:30 on Facebook and YouTube. So on behalf of everybody here, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow at 12:30. Thank you. Well, that's it.